I am a sucker for good joinery, and to do that, you need some really good machinery. What I have here is a Grizzly G0645 half horsepower hollow-chisel mortiser. We're gonna bust this bad boy open, set it up, show you some tips along the way. Now we're gonna make square holes in things. It's be a good time.
The mortiser comes with 4 different chisel sizes with an inner bit. The outer width of each is listed, and it includes a 1/4 inch, 5/16, 3/8, and 1/2 inch. Setup is super critical to ensure that you get the proper chip removal. No matter what, these things make a lot of chips, so having a shop vac nearby can be really helpful. Insert the chisel assembly into the headstock and drill chuck. Then use the set screw on the front of the headstock to lock the chisel into place. Next, adjust the end of the bit until it sticks about 1/8 of an inch beyond the chisel. Then lock it in with the chuck key. If you don't have the bit extended beyond the chisel far enough, you run the risk of everything binding inside, and that's not good. Now, give it a spin and make sure that there isn't anything binding, and then lower the head down to the fence height and square up the chisel to the fence. Now, you will be messing with the fence to align with your workpiece, so we'll be checking the squareness again in a sec. Before we do though, it's time to adjust the depth stop up top. So you want to place your workpiece on the table and loosen the lock lever and lower that head down until you reach the depth that is just a touch beyond the depth of your tenon. Now this allows for a small pocket where the excess glue can just hang out. When you reach the maximum depth, tighten the lock lever, raise the headstock. And there you go, repeatable results. We really like that. Okay, so the depth is set and now it's back to the fence. Align the workpiece, which should have your layout marks on it by this point, below the chisel, and bring the fence outward till you get a good alignment. Lock it down again and get out your trusty square to align the outside of the fence to the chisel. The final step is this little helping hand right here. No matter how you cut it, mortising requires both drilling and chiseling in the same action. And that means it's going to be a tight squeeze for the outer part of this chisel. You want to keep that thing razor sharp, but no matter what, pretty tight fit. The hold down should be positioned just above the workpiece to stop it from lifting up with the chisel after the cut. The tenon that I am cutting the mortise to is 5/16 of an inch wide, 1 inch long, and 3/4 of an inch deep. To pull that off, I need to think through my order of cuts to avoid the dreaded chisel slide. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that should produce a nice clean cut with no slippage. Remember that you can adjust the handle to any angle that you need to get the best leverage. Just don't add any kind of cheater bar here to extend the handle or you risk looking dumb and breaking your machine. Time to check the fit. Pat yourself on the back and kick it into production mode because this table ain't gonna build itself. And that's it. It's classic joinery with a super handy machine that's sure to level up your projects. Oh, and if you want to make the other half of the mortise and tenon equation, it's super easy. Be sure to check out the tenoning jig from Grizzly as well. And be sure to check out the entire lineup of Grizzly mortisers, including this beauty, the G0645, on grizzly.com.